He says, Owen, what do I do? What should I do next? What do you suggest?
Well, I would probably like to see maybe Diaz 3, but obviously you've got Ferguson and Lee fighting for the interim belt. So, you know, obviously if he's to fight MMA again, it would probably have to be against the winner of that. You know, in my opinion, the reason I say Diaz is because those fights are so exciting. The build-up is so exciting. There's nothing like it. It's just a mad scene. Like the 2 fights against Diaz was, you know, probably the most exciting camps that I've been part of.
So does that mean, though, that you would prefer to see him fight in MMA next?
If I was to pick MMA, I would definitely like to see the Diaz fight. Boxing, who knows? I don't know. You know, I seen today there was talk about fighting. He was asked to fight in Australia against the lad that beat Pacquiao.
Jeff Horn.
Horn. You know, who knows? Like.
And I'm sure you want to see him fight Paulie Malignaggi, right?
Seen that already. Right. Seen that twice.
Right, fair enough.
And it was easy work.
So were you impressed with Conor's power in the fight?
Yes, I was. As a matter of fact, the referee protected Mayweather in one of the last rounds. McConnor hurt him. He had him hurt, was going for the finish, and the referee stepped in for no reason at all and stopped it. It was a vicious body punch. Yeah, McConnor had him with a good body shot, and the referee saved it. But that's typical of a boxing match. What I was interested in seeing, I saw that a fighter from MMA, if he's groomed properly, can cross over to a championship boxing. He did it. He did it better. I bought the fight in 2 locations, and it was the first time I bought fights that I was content and satisfied with. It was a good fight. Very good. It was worth my money. Well, McGregor, he's a celebrity now. He's top draw. He's everything you want from an athlete. Wherever he goes now, the fans are going to follow him. They tuned in for Conor McGregor. Nobody tuned in for Mayweather. They tuned in to see if he could do it, and he showed us something. I'm shocked.
We have Triple G taking on Canelo coming up. Are you looking forward to that bout?
Oh, yeah, that's another good fight. But I'm telling you, it's going to be a tough call to try to come behind Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather. That's a tough one to follow. It's a tough show. You know, Conor McGregor, there'll come a time when only Conor McGregor, he's the only one who's done something so spectacular. He's in a class by himself. I'm a boxer. I can speak for Mayweather because I've been where he's been and back. McGregor, he's been where Floyd Mayweather, George Foreman, and everyone else have gone and come back. Now, this guy's in a class for himself. He can advise young fighters, young MMA fighters, and boxers. He can advise them now. He's an expert.
What did you rate Conor's performance over Floyd?
Well, also depends on how you ask that or who you ask it to, because like I said early on, I personally think that Mayweather brought himself down to a level where he doesn't belong to kind of carry McGregor to go that long. But hey, at the end of the day, he pro debut, pretty damn good, man.
100 million?
Yeah, 100 million later, pretty good.
Why are you coming back at 125?
I don't think people realize how heavy I walk around. So I walk at I think my last 3 fights, I'm cutting from 137 to make 115. So it's a big cut for me. I'm a lot heavier than people realize. And, I was honestly killing myself for this sport. In my last, I want to say 2 fights or 3 fights, I've passed out in my bathroom. And this last one, I've passed out. I had the doctors almost not clear me for the fight. I thought someone saw me on the floor and had to call Uriah to come save me. So it just made first sense for me to try it out. I'm moving up, and I'm a big advocate for body positivity. And I was putting myself through an eating disorder to make weight.
There's no way that they can go, hey, Conor, yeah, thanks for doing that, man. We know you made north of $100 million. Now, here's the biggest pay-per-view of all time, you versus Nate. We're going to give you 10 mil. He's going to go, you're crazy. You know how much me and Nate can go to a boxing match in Dublin. I'll make twice that, at least. And Nate's going to make way more too. And then the UFC goes, no, we get that. Now you got to wear Reebok. And they're paying you $100,000 too. He's going to laugh at that.
There's ways they could do it, Brendan. They'd have to break the current mold. Here, I'll just give you an example. Instead of doing $50 for a HD pay-per-view, maybe Conor fights are now $75. And that would find him that missing money.
Do you think they would give him a percentage of the company? Do you think that's a possibility?
Yes, I think that I would not. If I was in their shoes, I would not. I'd want to have, one night pay and be able to be done and move on with my books. But I have to say yes to your question because Dana spoke on that. Dana came out in an interview last week. I trust that you saw it. And he said, I expect this conversation to come. I'm not going to shy away from it. In fact, I welcome it, but I'm sure he's going to ask for a percentage. And Dana made it sound like he's going to get a percentage. Whether that's 1 point or 3 points, he's going to get something.